All right, so today is a very big day. Today is the day that I make my last payment on my house. We started our debt payoff back in 2007. We got turned on to Dave Ramsey. Started listening to his radio program. I don't even think it was a podcast at the time, and really started working on the whole concept of debt snowball. As I have shared many, many times, I chose to prioritize health over debt payoff because I realized paying off debt and being 300 plus pounds was not going to serve me. So I continued to pay for the gym. I continued to pay for healthy food. I did not live on beans and rice, but I did take it seriously. And so what that meant was when we came into extra money, we would throw it at our debt. We had paid off roughly $180,000 in a combination of car debt, student loan debt, which that was the majority of it, by the way. Joel and I both had quite a bit in student loans because we were really not smart college students, and we borrowed way more than what we needed. We had obviously credit cards, personal loans, all that stuff, equaling roughly $180,000. The student loans I never thought we would get out from under, but we did. So we paid all that off. Then we purchased a car outright using Dave Ramsey's principles, saved up our money, paid for it outright. We have not had a credit card since 2007, so I think that's important to mention. We rent cars, we go places, we stay at hotels. You can do all that without a credit card. And then what we decided to do was to pay off our home. We wanted to be 100% debt-free. So every day in the Half Size Me community, I create my own personal journal every single day, and I write out my 2 goals. And for the last year, my 2 goals have been, well, actually longer than that for the house, but it has been 1, get back to the low end of my weight maintenance range, which I'm getting really close to doing that as well, and to pay off our home by the end of this year, by December. Well, we ended up finding a home that better meets our family's needs. It's a 4-bedroom. And it's currently being built, and there will be a little bit of a price difference when we sell off the current house we have and roll that money into it, but not much, and we should have it paid off in a few months. But my point is that today I get to make my last payment on our house. We're going to do an electronic wire transfer to be completely debt-free for the few months before we get our new house. But when we do get the new house, we're going to sell off this one, roll that money into it, and then quickly pay off the second one. This has been an amazing adventure. I just want to tell people, yes, 13 years is a long time, but it's going to pass anyway. And if you are having trouble with your weight, if you're having trouble with money, I was 300 plus pounds and over $180,000 in debt. I lost the weight, I lost 170 pounds, and I've paid off the debt. It can be done. Is it easy? Hell no, it's not easy. Do you sacrifice? Absolutely. There's a lot of things my family has said no to. There's a lot of opportunities we have not taken, a lot of trips we have not taken. We have lived like no one else, so one day we really can live like no one else. Did I follow the Dave Ramsey principles exactly the way he lays them out? No, because again, I prioritized my health over just paying off my debt. If I had just eaten whatever, I probably could have done it quicker. If I passed on the gym and all that kind of stuff, I probably could have done it a little bit quicker. But to me, not being obese was more important than being debt-free, because somebody who's obese and uncomfortable in their body and doing things that could cause medical problems, that I always look at it like there's a pyramid. My health supports everything else. My health makes it to where I can care for my family, where I can work harder. So prioritizing health over over money, to me is more important. I've watched people do it in the reverse and they died. And so I really don't think that that's the smart way to handle it. Now, everyone's different. Not everybody's in the same place I was. So if all you have are debt issues, you're probably not watching this video. You're probably just watching Dave Ramsey. But if you do struggle with your health, hence why you're probably on the Half Size Me channel, You can do both. You just have to start to really ask yourself, is this thing I'm spending money on moving me toward paying off my debt snowball? Or is it helpful? So what I started to do was really go through all the purchases, and I'm like, okay, do I really need to get pizza out 2 times a week? Heck no, I could save that money, put it towards my grocery budget, right? Do I really need to have all these coffees from Starbucks? Heck no, I could save all that money, right? So anything that wasn't a necessity or was not helping me get to my health goals, I cut out of the budget. That started giving us extra money to put towards our smallest debt, and we did follow the principles in that way. We started with our smallest credit card, paid that off, rolled that into the next one, so on and so forth. We waited for the student loans for the last part of the $180,000 because those were by far the largest debt we had. So then we paid that off, and then we took a couple year hiatus, and then we tackled the house. So it doesn't all have to even be done in one fatal swoop either. And I know he talks about gazelle focus. I know he talks about doing it in a really quick time frame, and I didn't do it that way, but I still got there. So I just want to encourage people, you can do this and do it following the majority of what he says for sure, but you can also have other goals and other priorities and learn how to kind of sacrifice in other areas to create the money to throw at your debt snowball. You guys have a great day. Thank you for letting me share this part of my journey with you, and I will keep you posted on how the whole buying of our second property works out, selling off this property, and then when we get that paid off, I will let you know as well. All right, you guys have a good one. Take care.